an absolute privilege and pleasure to be here on this call tonight. For those of you who don't know me, I am Anderson Chester. If you're here for the first time, I want to say welcome to you. Welcome to the first of its kind. We're going to do this. This is Tech Thursday, and tonight is going to be a little bit different, ladies and gentlemen. So I want you to buckle up your seatbelts and get ready. But I'm just going to give you a quick overview as to what's happening tonight. Of course, where you're shining in from. I'm seeing some persons from Suriname already in the building tonight. Suriname is in the house, always representing. Beautiful Trinidad and Tobago is in the building. I'm not sure how many people are going to jump on this call tonight, but I know once you're on this call, you're going to be happy that you came on, one, and two, you're going to advertise it for the next call. St. Lucia is in the house. Danette, what's up? What's up? Good to see you. And of course, for those of you who are here for the first time, welcome in a special way to this Success Factory aspect of the business. Tonight, we call this Tech Thursday. We're going to have different aspects of our business highlighted on the Tech Days. So Tuesday, we have the Forex. Tonight, we're going to have the bank featured in a special way tonight. For those of you who are joining us for the first time, maybe you will understand a little bit more as to what's happening. But if you had a great day today, just type me a 555 in the chat box. If you had an amazing day today. Hey, if you were here tonight, if you are alive, you had an amazing day. So if you wish, you can just type me a 555 in the chat box if you had a great day. Thank you, Danette. Thank you, Debbie. Thank you so much to all of you who are typing in the chat box, sending the blessings and keeping this business chat active. Tonight, I want to say this. I was listening to a personal development tape today, and the guy said, a lot of people are willing to change their circumstances, but they are not willing to change themselves, okay? So I heard that and I said, wow, this is so fitting for tonight, if you are listening to me, because the reality is a lot of people want more, but they are not interested in becoming more, okay? And tonight I want to talk to you about becoming more. Tonight we're going to talk about artificial intelligence. And I'm going to talk to you about how artificial intelligence can assist you in becoming more. I'm going to talk to you about how to increase your personal development, ladies and gentlemen, tonight. And you're going to get the opportunity to grow. Okay, if you are with me and you understand what I'm saying from the perspective of personal growth and development, if you're with me and you are from the position of, you know what, I want to get to the point where I can earn an extra 10,000 euros a month, an extra 100,000 euros a month. Or if you are just on this call because you are looking to increase your income, period. Okay, I'm not going to give you a figure, but you're just looking to increase your income or become more. This is a call you want to listen to, okay? This is a call you want to take your notepads out, because when you become more, you attract more, okay? When you become better, you attract better. Let me see if I can mute out Mr. Ainsworth Lawrence. What's up? Good evening, sir. Your mic is on. I'm seeing my mic is being muted by people all over the place here, man. What's going on? You be, do, then have, okay? This is how it works, ladies and gentlemen. You be, you do, then have. Okay, write this down. This is critical, guys. This is critical. This is Tech Thursday. You be, you do, then you have. You don't have, do, and be. You are first. You are the entity first who does the thing to attract the thing. Okay, this is critical, guys. Okay, I'm giving you some serious nuggets here tonight because I want you to prepare for the call that's coming up. This call, the presenter that's coming up to introduce you to what can take you and your business to the next level, is really designed for entrepreneurs who are serious about winning. It's designed for sales professionals like real estate, sales, car sales, whatever sales you're into, whatever type of business you're involved in, insurance sales, ladies and gentlemen, whatever type of business you're into, this is really designed for you. Coaches, managers, any type of person who's involved in leadership, this is a call for you. This is a call for you if you are building a business and maybe you are stuck in a position where you are not making sales and it's just plateau, you're just flat out, it's not happening anymore. This is a call for you. So ladies and gentlemen, without further hesitation, I want you to take out your pens and paper, take your notepad, get ready, get your notepad handy, Get everything that is necessary, ladies and gentlemen, so you can put it together to take notes tonight, because what you're going to hear tonight will transform your life, your business, or it has the potential to transform your life and your business. But to introduce you to the topic tonight, or to give you an overview of the topic tonight, is no stranger to you guys. She's a leader in the Caribbean. She has made a stamped a brand on the Caribbean. Everyone knows her once you're in the Success Factory, ladies and gentlemen. She is officially a corporate trainer, a protocol trainer in her field of play. So she's accustomed to training and development, but more so, ladies and gentlemen, she's qualified to speak because she has taken the opportunity to understand the bank system very seriously. And tonight I want to introduce you to none other than Miss Wendy H. Lewis, who's going to take you through the process of this call. Wendy H. Lewis, are you there?
I am most present and accounted for. I'm here. Good evening, everyone. Good afternoon. Actually, I saw my Success Factory sister from the Netherlands, Len Kohler, so I have to say good morning because we have people on this call from all across. So welcome, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. We are going to talk about bank. We are literally going to talk about bank this evening because this system, ladies and gentlemen, is a system like none other. This is not a normal system. This is not something that Success Factory just decided, well, hey, you know what? We're going to just partner with another company and just do something different. I want to share with you this product. It's personality-based, it's people-focused, and it is profit-driven. Let me go through that again. It's personality-based so that it will be able to tell you the personality of your prospect. It's people-focused because while it's allowing you to deal with the prospect that you're trying to get on board, it's also working on you as an individual where your communications and your emotional intelligence is concerned. And to put the icing on the cake, whilst you're doing all of that, you can be generating income because it is profit-driven. BANK is the acronym: Blueprint, Action, Nurturing, Knowledge. And you will understand as we go along, and as Mr. Anderson Chester said, take copious notes. Thank you so much for the introduction, sir. So I just want to play this short introductory video to you all, and then we're going to get right into bank. We're going to have a practical session. Don't worry, just take notes and stay focused. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the world leader in personality coding technology. Success Factory has partnered with Codebreaker Technology. They didn't partner with a company that didn't have any experience in personality code testing. They looked for the best. So ladies and gentlemen, we are about to show you how you can optimize your business, whatever business that is, whether it's your Success Factory business, whether it's your personal business outside of Success Factory. This software gives you an opportunity to optimize your business and maximize your results. Where revenue is concerned, recruiting, rank, retention. When I first came in touch with bank literally blew my mind because you can build massive and passive income streams and unlock the secret, because there is a secret. And I really need you to pay attention to the secret so that you can perform on a different level. The secrets, the science, the system, it allows you to supercharge your sales up to 300%. And if you are already a member of Success Factory, you should have your free copy of the book Why They Buy. And if you don't, coming down to the end of the call, I'll show you how to get that book in your back office. If there are any newcomers on the call, as long as you sign up to Success Factory, which is how you will get the product bank, you will be able to get a copy of this book, Why They Buy, which was written by Cherry Tree, who is the chair and owner of Codebreaker Technologies. You have the opportunity to increase your sales by up to 300%. And you're probably thinking, that's kind of far-fetched. 300%? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, because the ability to sell is the #1 skill in business. Back in probably 2012, when I was in the insurance industry, they used to tell you, just get the people in, just get the people in, sign people up, tell them about the product, get your numbers up, is what they say a lot in the sales industry. Get your numbers up. So people tend to think that you need to get your numbers up. So for those who are already in Success Factory, that's something you don't want to do, because is sales really a numbers game? Is it really? It is not. Sales is a people game. So even if we use Success Factory as a perfect example, when you are signing up people for your different products and services, you don't just gravitate and sign people up so that you can get volume to hit your next rank, because you will short-live your rank when that person does not perform. So ladies and gentlemen, I want you to recognize that sales is not a numbers game. It is a people's game, and it is possible for one idea to change the world. Bank is the only methodology in the world that is scientifically proven to predict buying behavior in less than 90 seconds. And we will have some samples on the call, but I want to be able to go through the acronyms with you: blueprint, action, nurturing, knowledge. And before I start there, I just want to say that every single person on this call has a combination of these personality codes. You will have them in different order. You will notice where my name is, you will see BKNA, because my primary code, now your primary code are your first two codes. Your blueprint, for me, blueprint and knowledge are my primary codes. And then, the nurturing and the action. So your primary codes are the first two codes. And the code that you respond to when you are most stressed is your third code. So those of you all who have already cracked your code, whatever the third code is, that's how you respond under stress. So you always let your prospect determine your presentation. What does that really mean? I have traveled and I have been to Paris, and I remember going into a store and I am like, is there anybody in the store that speaks English? Because they were speaking French. So they couldn't communicate with me. So it's the same thing when you apply it to bank. If you're speaking to a prospect and you're speaking in your own language, that prospect will be listening to you as opposed to listening to the opportunity or the problem that you can solve. So that's what it's all about, letting your prospect determine your presentation. When you have someone and you think to yourself, I would like to share whether it's bank, digital currency, Forex, my own business with them, and you're thinking to yourself, I need to approach these people even in the middle of a global pandemic, which is why bank is so important even now, because now more than ever, people are wearing their emotions on their sleeves. People are talking about the pandemic, they're talking about things that aren't working, they're talking about job cuts, and it could be very depressing and off-putting for you to approach someone if they're coming to you in a negative light. But if you know this person's personality and you have an idea of what's going on with them, you are now able to approach them differently and change the language. So I always say, I don't even sell, to be honest. I solve problems. And once you approach your prospect with the mentality that you are going to solve a problem, all you need to do is find out what their problem is. And you come up with the solution, because people are looking for solutions, ladies and gentlemen. People are looking for ways to win at life. Because the pandemic didn't kill us. The pandemic doesn't mean that you don't wake up tomorrow and you don't have to face life. The pandemic, ladies and gentlemen, is still here. And we as individuals, we have to recognize and we have to understand that this is something we have to live. You have to put food on your table for your families. Your children still have to go to school. You still have mortgages. You still have stuff to pay. You still have to win at life. So therefore, you have to approach life with a different mentality. You are a problem solver. Let me make sure everybody is with me in this chat. Let me just type, I am a problem solver. Because when people see you and they see you as a salesperson, that's the first thing we're doing wrong. Because people close their windows when they see salespeople. People turn their curtains. Oh, what is this person selling? They're peeping through the peephole. They don't want to open the door because they see you as a salesperson and you're coming to sell them something, and they've already formed a conclusion in their mind that they don't have money to buy what you're selling, but they have money to invest in themselves, and they have money to invest in solving their problem, because the money that they set aside, that's what it's for. The money that people set aside is to solve problems, whether that is when something specific happens, even a death in the family, people always have something put aside to solve a problem. So from today, you want to look at yourself as problem solvers. And one of the things that we do is we deliver the right script 25% of the time, and we deliver the wrong script 75% of the time. So imagine speaking to 10 people for the day and you're only signing up 2. You're delivering the wrong script. So I'm gonna show you how to change the language, how to deliver the right script, and how to literally take it to the bank. The system is called bank, and it is for each and every one, whether you're into sales, whether it's the financial services, real estate, professionals, online marketing, even as Mr. Chester said earlier, relationships. Relationships, ladies and gentlemen, is the currency of the future. Speakers, coaches, education consultants, people who are in leadership, corporate, you must be pleased to know that you can communicate on a different level with people without any animosity, without any fallout, because you understand them differently. This is an opportunity for you to communicate effectively in your home, outside of your homes, in your office. And I think it was probably Tuesday when I spoke briefly on bank. I have people are using, imagine they're using bank to partner children with foster parents, so that the parents, the foster parents, can understand these children, so that a child is not leaving one environment that's chaotic and going into a next chaotic environment because those parents don't understand the child. Bank is a powerful, powerful tool. Do not underestimate what Success Factory has been serving. So ladies and gentlemen, let's look at the acronyms. Let's look at blueprint. What does that mean? Well, obviously it's in blue for a reason, because it's blueprint. These are the characteristics of someone who's a blueprint. And I could relate more than ever to this particular one because I'm a blueprint. Stability, structure. I am very organized. And I look for structure in everything that I'm doing, everywhere, I'm very organized. If I have to travel, I pack probably a week in advance, very, very organized. And I'm into systems because I always believe that systems work and people fail. Planning, I like to plan ahead. I'm spontaneous, yes, but I'm not spontaneous in the first instance because, as I mentioned before, we carry all the codes just in a different order. Processes I love to see. Predictability, responsibility, extremely responsible, very punctual. I believe in rules and credentials. I understand people when they work for their titles and their tradition. So these are the characteristics of a blueprint individual. So when you're approaching us, you have to approach us recognizing that this is who we are. So if, for example, I have a meeting with someone, whether it's online or physically, and the meeting is at 7 a.m., please don't come late. I'm working on my facial expression these days. I'm working on not letting what's going on in my head show through my eyes or my face, but that's a blueprint. Very structured, very organized. And this is how we greet. For me, I am not a huggy person. If I don't know you, I will not be hugging you. I will find that you're over familiar. So I'm speaking to you from the place of a blueprint. So this is how we greet, and this is how we expect to be greeted. Unless, of course, it's someone that you know and it's someone that you're familiar with. So you will not have a meeting with a prospect who's a blueprint and just, hey, how you doing? And try to hug them. They'll be like, okay, this person is a little bit too over familiar. And it could come across as a turn off. Remember, the formula is to let your prospect determine your presentation. Let's look at the action. Red hot fire, action. And if you're in Success Factory, you would know that this is the primary code of Andrea Chimbala. She is action. What does that mean, though? She's free-spirited, she's spontaneous, flexible, action, loves an opportunity, always excited. Okay, action type people love attention, stimulation, competition, winning, fun, image. And you can pull some of these character traits and you can see Andrea, because I'm going to use her as an example. She's into image. She's fun. She's winning. She's super competitive. I mean, I remember Ego saying to her, but you are working this thing as if you are broke. But she is super competitive. She's going to be the next, I'm telling you, she's going to be the next Crown Ambassador. Opportunity, excitement. Whenever Andrea presents, she is always excitement, anxious. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the characteristics of someone whose primary code is an action. Awesome. I see Miss Canterbury says she's in action as well. So these are people, you can just give them a high five. They're good. They're cool with that. It's no problem. Give them a high five. If you try to shake their hand, they're going to think, oh, this person is a bit stush, as we say in the Caribbean. Or this person is very corporate. Okay, then let me put my hand down and shake their hand. So ladies and gentlemen, you're going to see different personality types and you're going to recognize how to treat with these people. Nurturing. I see our COC member this is his primary code. This is his primary code. Ladies and gentlemen, what does that mean? Relationships, personal growth. And you heard him say on the call, he was looking at a motivational something today, and he gave us a quote and everything. They're into personal growth and development, teamwork, so they make good leaders as well, involvement, community, charity, ethics, harmony, morals. They're always contributing, they're givers. Now, bear in mind, if you have someone whose primary code is nurturing, it doesn't mean that they're not structured. It just means that would be their secondary code. So your first two codes are your primary codes, and your last two are your secondary codes. So I can look at Mr. Chester, who will be my nurturing example, and know that this is so true. Always into personal growth and development. Involves teamwork, involvement happens every day. We're talking about what's happening next, what we're doing, how we incorporating this, who can do this, who's doing this bit, that bit. Community, look at how many, he is a COC member, and we say that he's in charge of the Caribbean, but he has groups all the way in Africa, Kenya, Nigeria, groups all over. That's the community spirit. Ethics, very much by the book. So that's a bit of the blueprint in him as well. And always willing to contribute. Very high morals, standards. Those are the nurturing type. And these people, that's a free hug story. Yeah, when you see Mr. Chester, you give him your free hug, he'll be all right. He's not going to think you're over familiar because that's his personality type. So ladies and gentlemen, we get to knowledge. Now, for me personally, because I've really studied bank, knowledge, and Mr. Chester is confirming, these folks here are, for me, the hardest to interact with because these are the studious ones. They're into, when they say intelligence here, they mean artificial intelligence, logic, self-mastery, technology, research and development, science, experts. They are experts in their field. And there's no room for a knowledge person for, well, maybe, or what about if? No, they cut it by the book. They are more accurate than a blueprint. They look at the big picture. You have to know how to approach someone who is knowledge. So for example, when I am doing meetings, I have not met with anyone in the past few months without cracking their code, because I want to know who I'm dealing with. So for example, the Success Factory presentation is save and accept. If you stick to script without the interactions and everything, that presentation is 35 minutes long. So if I'm meeting with someone and that person is knowledge, I will send them some information in advance, because I do not want to speak for 35 minutes. And then you say to me, well, let me get back to you because I have to do some research. I already know your personality type. So I know you want to research, you want to understand when the company started, who is Chris Rest, who is this one, what expertise they have, are they competent? So you will get a whole background, a link to the Dark Coin website. You could go right ahead, do all your research before we meet, so that when I start to speak, you can relate. They're very logical. So you have to change your language. Super logical. So this is someone who, even when you want to shorten a presentation, you'll pull out some stuff. And I could cut a presentation in 15 minutes by pulling out stuff. You don't want to do that with a knowledge person. Because with another person, you might be able to say, okay, the #1 digital currency is Dark Coin, and it's available in 192 countries. This is how you get Dark Coins. No, that person is going to interrupt you. Excuse me. When I did my research, I heard about blockchain. Is you have to backpedal now. They are going to ask you those questions. So ladies and gentlemen, you have to know and understand your prospect. And I'm seeing some codes coming up in the chat. This is amazing. This knowledge, these people, listen to me, they dot their I's and cross their T's more than a blueprint. So these are the knowledge type. These people will want a business card. They don't want your hug. They don't even want your shake hand. Why do you think they want your business card? Because on your business card, we'll have a website, we'll have an email address, we'll have your social media handles, because in a knowledge person's head, they are ready to research. You will rarely get a yes from this type of person in the first meeting unless you know in advance that that's what they do. So ladies and gentlemen, when you meeting with someone like this, they will say to you, but you sent me a lot of stuff in advance. Yes, you probably want to do some research. And then they're probably thinking, but how does she know that? Because you can crack somebody's code without them knowing. That's another thing we're going to learn. I'm going to show you, you can crack somebody's code without them knowing. So ladies and gentlemen, that's the acronym for bank. That's literally how you can crack someone's code. So what I want to show you, I'm going to stop share and to get into another document, because I would like to show you what the report looks like. Can everyone see the report? Is it up on the screen? I just want to make sure everything is running smooth. What are you guys seeing? No, not yet. Okay, one moment then. Let's see. All righty then. Okay, why is it not coming up on my screen? Wow. Right, there you go. Awesome. Don't know what happened there. But this, so when you crack someone's code, and we're going to do an example of the cracking of the code, this is what the report looks like. You, the person who's cracking the person's code, you will get a report. The person whose code you would have cracked, they will get a report as well. Okay, I'm seeing somebody saying, I'm seeing your pic. So you're all not seeing the report? I can see the report on my next device. Can somebody tell me if they're seeing the report? Because it's on. Okay, awesome. Thanks, Danet. So yeah, so this is the actual report. Okay, awesome. Thanks, Mr. Chester. So I'm going to show you what the report looks like. And then I'm going to show you, I'm going to crack somebody's code. So somebody get ready who has never had their code cracked before. This is what the report looks like. And this is why the report is so important. So this is an example of my report. So remember, I am BKNA. So it will tell you the person's code. So immediately you know that this is the person's code. The person will then be able to receive a summary of what is bank. So you have a bit of information here where you speak the same language wherever you go. And then it tells you the bank code. And then it tells you your primary bank code, which means what is your mindset, your personality profile, the strengths of your personality. But for me, one of the things that you want to pay particular attention with, you see triggers and tripwires, you want to be able to understand what lights that person up, what turns them off, and how to communicate, not just with them, but different personality types, and how bank can improve your personal life. So this is where, remember I said earlier, your primary position is your first two codes. So the primary position here is BK, which means that's what drives you and motivates you and helps you to make your decisions. And that is what you want to pay attention to, because the person that you're engaging, you want them to make a decision. You want them to say yes to the solution to their problem. You want them to say yes. The third position is typically represented how you tend to respond under stress. And this is so true. Under stress, I'm calm. I'm very, very calm. I get very nurturing, very lovey-dovey, because if I don't, things may happen different. So I need to be very nurturing. And then the last position indicates personal values that are least important to you. So I'm not really into the fanfare and all the drama and excitement. I'm not really into it, but it's a personality type. And there are times when it will come up. So it gives you a summary of blueprint where you expect everyone to follow the rules. And this is something I want to share because bank allowed me to communicate more effectively, because I realized that this is what I was doing wrong. I really expect everyone to follow rules. I expect people to keep their word, implement systems. You must be trustworthy. All these things that must be agenda driven. And bank allowed me to recognize, hey, Wendy, everybody's not like that. You're going to keep clashing with people if you treat everyone as if they are blueprint like yourself. And I had to dress myself back and say, oh, that's probably why you probably might clash with X, Y, or Z, because what you're expecting of them is not in them. So I realized, okay, beautiful, understand. Because sometimes this is one of my things. I really dislike it when people question authority or don't follow instructions. But if that's not your personality, when you force your personality on people, it's not a kind thing to do. So this is something that I learned, and I made all these crazy, I call them crazy adjustments, because you want to build relationships. Remember, relationships is the currency of the future. And you can't go around and everywhere you go, you have a misunderstanding with someone, or this one has an issue. And it's because you expect them to behave like you. So now I see people for who they are. Like I had a meeting with someone a couple of weeks ago and they were 20 minutes late. Now, my first thing would be, really? 20 minutes late? But then the meeting was not about me. The meeting was about them. So when I realized you're in action, so you caught up in whatever fantasy world you caught up in, and you just oblivious to whether I am on time or not, and you show up late and you're like, sorry to be late, and it's like nothing to you. And I'm like, it's all good. Let's just get down to business. Whereas 3 weeks ago, 3 months ago, I'd be like, really? You will be able to tell by the look on my face that I'm not pleased that you were late. So ladies and gentlemen, this is really an opportunity for you to reevaluate how you treat with individuals, learn. And all these cards, you can get the cards. I'm going to tell you more about that. We went through the first position, so you know that that person is organized and well prepared. So even if you're not a blueprint and you're meeting with someone who is a blueprint, be prepared. Don't be late. You're going to lose them in the middle. These are the second and third positions. You don't want to lose them at all. I want to get to, so you know their strengths. You know their strengths, and this is a longer list of their strengths, etc. And then you have knowing other strengths adds value. It adds value because you're able to communicate effectively. And I have been surprising a lot of people, because now knowing the triggers means you have a working knowledge of things that delight you. So you know the things that people like. Tripwires, you would know. Don't show up late for a blueprint. Don't get too familiar with a blueprint. Don't have a meeting with a knowledge and not have a business card or tell them where they can get further information. Don't make up the rules with a blueprint. Don't be rude. Follow the system. You just got to know. The bit I gravitate to the most, because I also teach communications and emotional intelligence. When it comes to communicating with people who have a different bank code than you do, you need to know how to present yourself and your message in their language, not your own. That is something that I learned. I mastered that. When you're going to speak to someone, speak in their language, not your own. Because it's not about you. You're not selling to yourself. You're not trying to solve your own problem. You're trying to solve someone else's problem. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what the report actually looks like. And now I would like to ask a question in the chat. Is there anyone in this chat who has never had their code cracked? Never used bank, never cracked their code. Never. Everybody here crack their code? You have to do something in the chat. Just say, hey, me, hi, something. Michelle Clark is raising her hand. 3 participants raise their hand now. 2 raise their hand now. Okay. Right. Michelle was first. So Michelle, I'm going to stop this share, right? And then I'm going to go back into the share. Right, awesome. So Michelle, can you unmute, or do I have to unmute Michelle? Where's Michelle? Let me see if I can find Michelle in the participants, because I think I have to unmute her. Alphabetical order, scroll down, LMM, I'm right. Is it Michelle Clark? Is it Michelle? Where's Michelle? No Michelle?
Yes,
okay.
It is.
Oh, hi, Michelle. Awesome. So you're going to work with me and we're going to show them how to crack your code. So this is what we do. That's the link.
Yes.
So we put the link in the Zoom there. Everybody's seeing the screen, right?
Yes, I am.
Awesome, right. So Michelle is about to crack a code. So Michelle, you are going to flow with me. So you're going to be the one answering the questions. So this is how we start. We crack my code. You click this button to start with your code. And this is what happens. So you now have to do this. You have to look at the cards below and assign a number representing the level of importance to you. So you're going to read the cards and the values that's on the card. And then I'm going to do the dragging because I have the screen and I'll just drag them to the empty squares according to your importance. So we're in English. Okay. And let me scroll right. So you are seeing the cards at the top. You're seeing blueprint, action, nurturing, and knowledge. Based on what you've heard thus far, what do you think is your primary code? What's the first one will be done for you?
Action, red.
Okay, so you are gonna be action. So we're gonna drag this down here. Awesome, what's next?
Values.
Values, we didn't have no code called values, love. Blueprint, nurturing, or knowledge.
I'm not seeing it
all
good.
of them saying values at the top.
The blue one, I'm not seeing properly.
Okay, blue one, yes, that's blueprint. Nice.
Yes.
After blueprint, look at the bottom as opposed to the top. I now seeing where you saw values.
Yes. Then I'd say knowledge and then
it will automatically pull down nurturing. Right. Yeah. Awesome. So this is what I'm gonna do. Michelle, I'm sending you your report. Is it Clark with an E?
Yes, it is.
Do you mind giving out your email address? People don't take Michelle's information, please. Do you mind putting it in? It's okay? Okay. What is it?
Mystery Clock.
Say that again.
Mystery Clock.
Mystery as in mystery?
Yes, clock.
Uh-huh. At
gmail.com.
gmail.com. Right. And you're from, well, I'm hearing a Trini accent, so you're from here. I'm gonna leave out your number for your privacy. And yes, I agree to the terms and conditions. And we're going to press that right there. And you are going to get your report in your email. So exactly what you would have seen just now, you are going to get that in your email. So I'm going to stop share and go back to the presentation so we can continue.
Thank you.
You are more than welcome. You are more than welcome. So ladies and gentlemen, that is what the report looks like. And you get your own report and you saw where it's sent to the prospect, etc. This is how it works. So you have the sales report as well, and you have the results sent to you. You get the client's contact information so that you can then communicate. Yes, it is, Mr. Chester. Simple, simple like that. So for those of you all who would like to have your code cracked, I'm just going to put the link up in the chat so that you can crack your code at your convenience. Crack my code. There you go. So it's in the chat. So anybody who wants it, feel free to crack your code, not a problem. And the results are sent to you. So we have exactly what you saw Michelle do. These cards are available. So you can, I know Miss Canterbury definitely has her cards. Mine is stuck in the mail in COVID because it's coming probably for 3 months. So you have your cards and you can meet with someone and give them the cards and say, do you want to put these cards in order of your personality? Or do you mind if I crack your personality code kind of thing? You can do that. So based on your relationship with the individual, you will know how to speak that language in terms of, so you can have the cards in your hand and you can give it to someone, they can crack their code. You can send a link to them as well. Not seeing link to crack code, it's in the chat. So bank cards are available in your web shop. And of course, you sign up for Success Factory, paying your 25 euros subscription fee, and then you have access to bank. So the starter kit is called Bank Connect. Bank Connect, this is exactly what you would have seen. With Bank Connect, you get the 2 reports as well, and it's translated in several different languages. And Bank Connect predicts the buying behavior, does everything that I described, and it gives you access to the bank pass. And this is usually 59 euros per month. And then we have Bank Beyond, which is, I call it the all-inclusive version, because Bank Beyond includes the bank vault. And ladies and gentlemen, in the bank vault, you have several levels. You have core access, pro access, and platinum access. And I'm going to show you shortly what goes on there. You have virtual interactive training, 50 hours of courses, unlimited access, tracking. You can see how many codes you've cracked. You can see how many blueprints you've cracked, how many action, etc. This is what the software allows. So you're probably thinking, Wendy, but you have an advantage because you speak for a living. True, but then it's going to guide you. It's called power scripting. You have speed coding, you have the bank fundamentals. All of this is in your vault. Every single thing is in your vault. I love the Millionaire Action Plan. It really does guide you. And then there's the Center of Influence Networking. You see COIN, Center of Influence. Oh, that's just a whole nother ball game. Ladies and gentlemen, Bank Beyond is usually 99 euros a month, but we have a promotion going on currently. So if you subscribe to Bank, you pay your 99 euros, you might as well do the promotion because it's Forex and Bank for 99 euros. And you get 4 people to do the same. Those 4 people are going to allow you to get your next month free. And as long as they stay using Bank or the combo, you will automatically be free. So I want to show you how the other side of Bank works quickly. This is a video. Sherry Tree is giving a live demo of how you can now go into somebody's social media platform without them knowing. So this is somebody who you think, you meet a prospect and you're thinking to yourself, they don't want to hear anything about personality code testing. They're not into it, they're not interested. Mostly action people, they're not even bothered, and they'll be like, well, why do I need to fill this out? Who's getting my information? You may have a prospect like that, but you really want to know their code so that you can predict their buying behavior. This is an example of how you can do that.
Tree, founder and chairman of Bank Code and Codebreaker Technologies, And I'm so excited to introduce you to Codebreaker AI, the world's first artificial intelligence powered by the bank methodology. And this is so cool. It is designed to close more sales in less time. I'm going to show you exactly how. Imagine having a magic 8-ball in your hands and being able to shake it and have it reveal the bank code of every single person you want to engage with, your clients, your prospects, leads, and even people that you've never met before. And we actually built this AI and tested it at the United Nations all the way over in Geneva, Switzerland. Here's a picture of me with a gentleman that was there at the conference. We cracked his code with the bank cards. You can see me holding them in my hands, coded as a KANB. And then we took a voice sample, which takes voice to text, which is one of the ways that Codebreaker AI works, pushed a button, and all of a sudden it kicks out his exact bank code in nanoseconds just from a voice sample. The guy was literally blown away. And this is what's put our company on the fast track. Matter of fact, Forbes magazine just published an article featuring Codebreaker technologies and bank code with our new Codebreaker AI. They called the article "The Future of Sales." So if you want a glimpse into the future, I'm going to actually give you a demo of Codebreaker AI right now. Once you subscribe and you get access to our private beta version, the public version doesn't go live until 2020. So if you have access to this, consider yourself very, very lucky. Let's say you want to crack someone's code. I'm going to use as an example Esther Wildenberg, who is the CEO and co-founder of BankCode. I can pull up her LinkedIn profile and I can go to any section on here with a sample text copy. I'm going to go to her About section. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to come back to the AI. I'm going to paste it and push decrypt. And boom, it's literally that fast. In nanoseconds, it reveals to me that writing sample was written in the action code, followed by nurturing, knowledge, and then blueprint. It cracks Esther's code as ANKB, which is exactly how she cracks it in real life on her own self-assessment. Now you'll notice the code is pasted right here in the middle of the page, and off to the right there's a vertical version that will stay on that page, reminding you constantly that you need to communicate to Esther in this code. Now if you're not sure about it, let's say you want to look at a different sample, go ahead and click reset. Let's go ahead and go over to Esther's Facebook profile. Now here's a post that she recently did promoting the National Achievers Congress with an event coming up that I'm speaking at. Let's copy and paste that, come back to the AI, paste it, and let's see what this is. Wow. Now in just another nanosecond reveals that that short post, again, when you have less text, you have less that you can code, but the AI knows that it was written in the action code followed by nurturing. And let's say you're now getting pretty confident that Esther's leading bank code is action followed by nurturing. If you're not quite sure, let's go ahead and take one more writing sample so you can see how this works. And let's look at an email that Esther wrote. Now, what you might not know is Esther is not only the CEO of a very powerful company, but she loves to do leadership retreats all over the world. So here's an email that she wrote to her clients. Let's say you copy that email, you hit reset, you come and paste, hit decrypt, and boom, there it is again, action first with equal codes of blueprint, nurturing, and knowledge. And now writing samples from personal emails are always going to be more accurate than what you might see on social media or LinkedIn profiles that may be written by someone else, marketing departments, etc. So here I'm really confident in 3 writing samples, Esther showing up as dominant action. Now I can come down here and I can look at, all right, what are the behaviors? And you can see these little pop-out tips. This shows the behaviors. Okay, so what can I expect from the action code? I click on that and it says, hey, be aware that action types negotiate skillfully. So I know that Esther's gonna want a deal. Okay, I can click on the power script formulas and I can scroll down, and the rhetorical triangle shows how to have maximum influence, and I can start to see, wow, this expands the values and it starts to guide me on exactly how I should emphasize my communication and the points that I should discuss with Esther in my approach. Perfect. Now let's say I want to look at the sales tips. Okay, I come up to the sales tips and I say, okay, sales tip number 1, I got to be cool and I got to dress to impress. If I'm meeting with her on a Zoom session or in a live meeting, I need to spiff it up. I need to make sure that I'm wearing some of my designer clothes, car, pen, etc., and bring that with me. A trigger is what's going to help me get the yes, okay? So I'm going to look at her triggers and I can see, okay, wow, if I know some celebrities, so in other words, if I name drop and say, hey, I was just hanging out with Tony Robbins this past weekend, that's definitely going to impress Esther. You want to make sure you know what turns them on as well as what turns them off, which are the tripwires, which are likely designed to give you a no. So if all of a sudden I start meeting with Esther and I'm not doing these things, I'm probably going to turn her off. And if in doubt, watch the video here, which I've created a short little video with every single code to help you prepare for maximum success. Now let's say it's time for you to write Esther and create some correspondence. So I want to take writing samples, and let's say I'm prospecting her for the very first time. I've seen her on LinkedIn. I'm going to approach her. I want to respond in code. I click respond in code, and it's going to pull up a little box right here. And let's say that I want to get a writing sample, okay? So let me actually reset this, and I'm going to pull up. I created a few different writing samples just to show you guys. Let's pretend I'm super blueprint, and I write Mrs. Wildenberg a text sample. I'm going to paste it in here, right here, and I'm going to decrypt it. And all of a sudden, oh no, at the top it says wrong match. And you can see I wrote this in way too blueprint. So I can go back and exit out of this, go back to the sales tips, refresh it, review the power scripts, etc. Let me reset it and show you what if I was a lot more nurturing in my approach. And I write, Dear Esther, and I end it with, signed from your Earth Angel, Sherry. Now you can see the way that I've crafted it is going to be a lot more nurturing, and all of a sudden, boom, it says, hey, this is a wrong match. You're way too nurturing for Esther. If you approach her as an Earth Angel, you might as well float on out of this galaxy, right? I end it with namaste, yeah, not going to work for Esther. Okay, back to the drawing board. Now let's say I'm going to take the knowledge approach. Okay, signed Dr. Tree. And I'm going to get super analytical K-style on her. And I write her a message and I hit decrypt. And this is like, oh no, 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 no. Do not approach Esther. This is, again, the wrong match. You don't even have any action in this. Go back to the drawing board and I say, shoot. And I go back and I studied my power scripting formulas. I follow the tips and I finally craft the perfect message right here to Esther, written in hopefully the action code. All right, congratulations on your success. There's nothing I love more than finding top business champions that are super successful at winning the game of life. Your profile jumped out at me and motivated me to reach out. Would love to connect with you, connect you to some top influencers in my network and see if there's a way we can play together. Look forward to hearing back from you, and I'm excited to chat. Until then, keep rocking. All right, let's cross our fingers, hit the decrypt button, and boom! There it is, action followed by a little nurturing, then knowledge, then blueprint, perfectly crafted in her code. All right, I'm feeling great. I can exit out of here. I can save it. I can cancel it. Doesn't matter. I'm out. And now I'm so excited that I'm about to send the right message to Esther, because you never know when one message to the right prospect makes a difference. So guys, if you're fired up about this, again, this is the future of sales.
Yes, 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 yes. So you crack the code, you speak the code, you live the code, and you take it to the bank. This allows you to generate unlimited leads, decipher codes, unlock the vault. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a powerful, powerful tool. So thank you so much. I want to pass the call back over to our amazing host, Mr. Anderson Chester. Sir, the call is now yours. I hope you all were really, intrigued by what you saw, and you are literally going to invest in bank so you can actually change the game. So the future of whatever business you're in is in your hands. Thank you, everyone.
Wow, thank you so very much, Ms. Wendy H. Lewis. I was just sitting here and saying to myself, Oh my goodness. I'm too much in love with the artificial intelligence and what it can do, ladies and gentlemen. This is an absolutely powerful tool for any one of you in your field of play. Wendy, thanks again. I mean, this is a fantastic demonstration of what we have, what we can do. And more so, ladies and gentlemen, the call is recorded. So was recorded. We will be, getting the things done. But guess what? I have my bank cards with me, okay? I have it. Yeah, it's not stuck in the mail somewhere along the way because of the 20 and all that. The reality is, ladies and gentlemen, this is a powerful tool for you. That's why I said, in reality, this is a product that for me, if I said it on Tuesday night when we were talking about the Tech Tuesday, I said you must be your first customer, ladies and gentlemen. If you have this in your arsenal and you're not using it, you're leaving money on the table. 300% of the sales that you can do, or more sales you can do, you're leaving it on the table. Of course, I want to say get in touch with the person who invited you on this call tonight, because this system is only designed to propel your business and help you grow to the next level. So again, I'm really thankful to you, Wendy, for doing such a powerful demonstration, but more so, ladies and gentlemen, get it. The 99 euros you pay, ladies and gentlemen, come on, man, it's going to be covered by what you do in business. Could you